Story of the game, turnovers again, is that where the game was lost?
No. I mean, we didn't work tonight, period. So, yeah, you can throw turnovers in that mix, but there was a lack of work ethic tonight on our part.
Does it sting a team, hurt a team to hear the boos coming from the fans at home?
I would hope it does. They deserved it. Shouldn't say they, I should say we. So, yeah, should.
Mackenzie said that the Blues kind of broke the team's will. Did you see it that way? Did you see those signs?
No, I mean, it's hard to break will first few shifts, like we weren't in the third period. No, I thought that was long gone before that point in time.
Do you have any sense of why the performance was what it was?
Yeah, there was a lack of work ethic. As to why there was a lack of work ethic, that one I have to spend a little time figuring that one out.
It again looked like Kadri and Huberdeau didn't have the best of games. Where do you think their game is at?
It's not just Kadri and Huberdeau. So this is a collective one. So, the games we've dropped before, there's been turnovers have been a challenge for us for sure. You haven't questioned work ethic. Tonight, that's a different story. So that's not acceptable. Mistakes are going to happen in the game of hockey, but what cannot happen is having an effort like we saw tonight. So that's just should never happen.
Mackenzie described the team as sort of disconnected.
Yeah.
As a coach, what can you do to sort of reset things and foster those kind of connections on lines, on pairings?
Yeah, it's an everyday thing for us. So you turn the page tomorrow and we'll have a good skate for them tomorrow. And, I think when you have to be of the same mindset when you play the game. So that's important whether you're a defenseman or forward. If we're looking to quick up a puck and there's no forward there for them, then it's tough for the D-men to do that. If our D-men are going D to D and our forwards are wanting it quicker than that, they're ready to go the other direction. That's where you have to play of the same mind.
Understanding that it's not fair to lay this game at the feet of Kadri and Huberdeau. They are obviously sort of very prominent, highly paid players, and I think fans, we've heard some frustration with them. I mean, do you want more from those two?
I want more from the team. I mean, I'm not going to go with those two. I mean, if you're expecting those two guys to win games for us, it's not going to happen. We'll be waiting for that for a long period of time. The way this team will win games is when they're competitive and they skate and they play hard. Yeah.
Obviously, kind of a tough environment to judge a player on his NHL debut. What'd you think of Slavyev?
I liked him. He was one of our better players. If I were to rate the guys down the lineup, I thought he gave us a pretty good game for his first one.
Mackenzie also mentioned the word pride.
Yeah.
Do you think that is an important piece for everybody to kind of remember, just to play with that pride and to kind of keep you honest that way?
Well, we're talking about one night again with effort, right? So I think when you don't have a good game, the expectation is that you would go home and try to figure out why. And if things that are within your control aren't where they should be, then that's on you. Work ethic is something you always control. Attitude and energy are things that you always control. So those are things that guys have to look inside to see if they were there tonight.
Mackenzie Weegar brought up that in the third period, it felt like the Blues kind of broke their will, and it seems like some of those guys in that room are a bit broken. I was just curious, what do you feel you have to do as a coach to kind of bring their spirits?
It's nothing to do with broken. We just sucked tonight. That's it. They're not broken. They just gotta get going.
Not to use the word panic, but is there a sense of where you're concerned with where you're at right now? How are you approaching this?
We're not playing good hockey right now. That's the way it is, but there is no sense of panic right now. No.